Yo, yo. The generals and captains asking what's happening and why I ain't rapping. I'm sick of these Jewish bastards and they predatorial tactics, and plus I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Hold on, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. I pop the trunk and then I pop you before I pop a pill and be sluggish in front of the general public. Fuck that, I'm a changed nigga. You looking at the epitome of it. Got multiple, I'm honest and they still love it. You can bang this on the way home, on the way to your safe zone. I ain't living how they living, I give them something to hate on. I shedded a tear for my brother's mother, knowing she carried a solid nigga. It was an honor to carry her with him. How you slaughter the flock and you don't want beef? Coward building bunkers trying to dug heat. Man, that shit's so weak. Iron tuck is out of sight, but not out of reach. Know your men, count your sheep, they hunt our steps. You a blood-sucking freak. You're a fucking leech. You're a fucking sucker. We see canes on feet and them servants on horses. The road split, it's not a road trip. We deliver the orders. Focus on what's current. Turn my phone off, a view by the waters. Train my sons for warfare. Different love for my daughters. Empty cans with no substance. I'm free from all that fuck shit. Tear drop denim on my brother's linen. Mexican dinners. I brought the bouquet for my Dominican woman. That's smooth apologies. Damn. Yeah. I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah. I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah. I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah. I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah.
Ooh, 27 Club.
All right, gang, let's really nail it this time. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship. Florida Lee's on my top, this a Saints hat. This the third cap he been in, he a J-Cat. Niggas tryna steal the sauce, yeah, I hate that. But I ain't make the rules, I can't change that. New bottle, new wine, yeah, I can't crack. Look, flag on the plate, they grabbing face masks. Niggas always saving hoes where your cape at. The only killer that you know without no face tag. Hell yeah, my bitch bad, Proverbs 31. Yeah, this is not a drill, I be 30'd up. Yeah, he about to crack the sky, you better hurry up. It's all bad when you see us hang that jersey up. It's mad brick, I got the blick with my cover on. He a fed, he a op, got his cover blown. Look, I'm really outside without no skelly on. It's 1 West, bitch, I'm on with my brothers on. He got ranked, then he left, he broke another oath. I got the play, we about to take another zone. They was sleeping on the team, now they comatose. Left his brother out to dry, guess he wanna fold. Put the oil on his head, that's another soul. I try to tell you we a pro, don't do this shit at home. She ain't happy, left her man, she at 304. He try to justify that shit, he broke the penal code. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship. Gotta watch these niggas, they be COINTEL. Lil' bro ain't never killed nobody, but I know he will. It's on me everywhere I go, yeah, that's the holy seal. My niggas itching when it's up, you better not touch a chair. Ooh, I'm with the extra, that's off the back. He ain't loyal to his brothers, how you follow that? She either working with her hands or she off her bag. Broke bitches, yeah, they dare to give me heart attacks. You see that banner above my head? I'm a part of that. These niggas cowards, pussies, we don't want no parts in that. They let our warrior out of prison, he ain't going back. Ain't no be speaking on the truth, cause we with all of that. Look, before they started dissing, they was fans first. You will never catch me digging in no man purse. Really put my brick in, that's why my hands hurt. And don't be speaking bullshit that make my head hurt. Look, I done burn my fingers from the Michael Drake. But for the brotherhood, I done threw my life away. I never see him, tell him come on from they hiding place. We can't do it, we told them we gon' find a way. They rather march 1,000 deep, you rather feed the people. They wouldn't put on all black, now you reading Hebrew. Usupk the standard if you speak on Hebrews. Don't think they solid, get with them niggas just gon' leave you. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got hair star on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got hair star on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship.
Take a ride, take a ride.
Shorty, I wanna ride. Shorty, I wanna ride.
I wanna ride, I wanna ride, yeah. Take a ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide in the glide as I ride on the spaceship.
Shorty, I wanna ride. Shorty, I wanna ride.
I wanna ride, I wanna ride, yeah. Watch me ride in the spaceship. Yeah. Watch me slide as I glide as I ride in the spaceship.
You peep the ledger, nothing ever fresher. Find me dipping old school, candy paint is pressure. I do it to the letter, little baby sweet as nectar. With the flavor that's tailor-made from the ancestors. And baby, it's whatever, I'm moving in the stellar. I thank the Lord cause real niggas, we gon' live forever. I'm on a different level, I mean a different level. It's something special how we slide in the holy vessel. And yeah, it's presidential, no this is not a rental. We came a long way from broken oats and porcelain. No need for incidentals, the Lord provided simple. So I was told to buy a sword, so I keep a pistol. And you can get your issue, this ain't no tough talk. I make it clear, baby, I walk it how I talk. And yeah, Kwame been the boss, as I'm dipped in the sauce, while I ride in the spaceship.
Shorty, I wanna ride. Shorty, I wanna ride.
I wanna ride, I wanna ride, yeah. Take a ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide in the glide as I ride on the spaceship.
Shorty, I wanna ride. Shorty, I wanna ride.
I wanna ride, I wanna ride, yeah. Watch me ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide as I glide as I ride in the space.
Windows down so you know it's me. Knocking pictures off the wall when I swing down on any street. Fifth wheel showing naked ass, chrome gal parked on that wet paint. Boy, that's a super freak. It's the Tejano Poppy, can't clock me. Hater blockers on designer label, say Versace. Rolls out of Compton's name, sons to Miyagi. I be on my player shit, one West, they be hating, yeah. Tryna throw salt in the game, but ain't no sweating it. I be on my grind, if it's mine, yeah, I'm taking it. Vibe so authentic when she with you, yeah, she faking it. I'ma bump her down and move around and make space for it. So boomerang as I slide in, do my thing. Water tie, Saturday, boy, I'm speaking booty tang. Sidestepping out scallywags, cause that cootie tang. Tricks is for kids in my name, ain't David Blaine. I'ma moonwalk like Michael, stop playing shorty, cause these other niggas just your man.
I wanna ride, yeah. Take a ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide in the glide as I ride on the spaceship.
Shorty, I wanna ride. Shorty, I wanna ride.
I wanna ride, yeah. Watch me ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide as I glide as I ride in the spaceship.
That's wild. All right, let's get the most high hand. That spaceship track is fire. Hey, Captain Quam, that new album. Make sure you get that. Let's see. Oh, the water for y'all in the chat, my brethren, my sisters. The water. All right, let's get it going. So, start off with a shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Baraka thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It's like it. Yahweh Shemal, the thumb by Shem Yahushai to the sisters. Been a long day for me. Bear with me. Let's get it. Okay, so let's get it popping. So we are on the continuance of weapons, right? I hope y'all did your homework. I hope y'all went through y'all week looking at your week through a spiritual lens and were able to come up with some answers, because it will be the last time I'm asking on this weapon series. Okay. Last time I'm going to ask, what are some things that your mind, your demons, Satan, what are certain things that can be used against you to throw you off, to throw you out of this truth, or to make you fall? You know what I'm saying? What are some things that can be a weapon that are used against you? Anybody got any? Just judging off of what you had to deal with throughout this week, compared to from last Tuesday. What are some of the things? Anybody got something in the chat? You got any things in the chat that you had to endure through, or just things that you just feel like you got the answer to? You know what I mean? Go ahead.
I feel like time, meaning it seems like it's not enough time in the day sometimes.
Time in the day?
Right. It's like the day goes so fast and you want to get so much done. You know, you got to eat, you got to sleep, you got to study, you got to work, you got to come to class. It just seems like the days are getting shorter, you know? You don't have enough time to do everything you want to do.
Okay. That okay. That can be a good one. That goes with having patience. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I see where you're going with it, like just being too busy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's something we're gonna talk about too. Could you get the door for me, Shaw? You got anything, young man? I know you got some stuff.
Yeah.
Especially at your age.
Salvation, like slavery or like school.
You said school can be used as a tool?
Yeah.
You in school right now, my brother. A little bit more broader, Yakuwan, your thoughts and downfalls in your life, things you fail to accomplish. Okay, so being insecure in a sense, that's good. What about you, young man? Just think about some things you had to battle this week.
Worry.
Concern? Yeah. Being concerned, that goes with fear. Yeah, that's a good one. We didn't get to that yet. You know, enemy can use fear against you. So these are some good answers. Insecurities, fear. It almost makes me want to switch the class up, but we're going to stick to the topic. Anybody else in the chat? Anybody in the class? Anything that could be used against you to throw you off? Nothing? Don't sound like crazy. Hey, that's a beautiful lifestyle. Go ahead. Guilt. Yes. Guilt, stress. That's a good one. See, y'all make me want to, huh? Jealousy too. Yeah. See, y'all make me want to switch the class up. Okay, so we'll battle that next week. I had something else in mind this week, but out of all the answers I'm getting, it's making me want to tend to those things. You get what I'm saying? Because those are all cognitive things. Those are things that you deal with in your mind. They're not something that you deal with in the physical realm. That jealousy is in your mind. You wanted something that somebody else got. The stress is in your mind. Insecurities, it's in your mind. Those are all cognitive things that you deal with. Go ahead. Self-sabotage? What do you mean? Like beating yourself up? Or like setting yourself up for failure? Both? So beating yourself up goes with insecurity. Feeling like you're not enough, feeling like you're not good enough, or feeling like you just are not favored enough. You know what I mean? Self-sabotage, like setting yourself up for failure, that goes with that can go with what the brother was talking about earlier about the busybody thing, because being too busy and not taking time to attack a situation, not sitting back and analyzing the situation. Dang. The wall gonna get on me, man. That camera keep getting quicker and quicker. You think you can twist it just a little bit for me? Just yeah, but just a little bit. A little bit right there. All right. So, okay. These are all good things. These are all I love the cognitive thing, because that's one of the most important things. I was gonna say that for next week. I'm gonna still save it for next week, because I want to definitely get that all set up in a particular way where it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Even though I do got precepts on it, but I want to, you know what I mean? I want to attack it in a better way. So today, let's keep going off of what things, out of all the things that you name, what things can you use as a weapon to be able to fight back those demons you face? Prayer, yes. Remember, this is the last time I'm asking this question. And from here on out, if we continue this weapon series, it's just straight to the class. Praying, what else? Nobody else in the chat? Y'all good? Prayer, that's it? Is it? Everything else is just coming from me. So if y'all got something y'all want to say, y'all better get it.
Self-control.
Self-discipline, self-control. Yes. Work is a excellent answer because sometimes it's not wrong to stay busy. It's a balance. You know what I'm saying? It's good sometimes to stay busy because when you have too much time on your hands to think about all the negative aspects of everything that's going on in your life, sometimes it's good to stay busy. Sometimes it's good to be a busybody. Sometimes it's good to go throughout the day working. You know what I'm saying? Finding something productive to do. Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ, what's going on, young man? But being grateful, yep. Being grateful, that's a good one. Family disapproval would be a good one. Yeah. That also goes with acceptance. That goes with cognitive too, because you want to be accepted, you want to be loved by the ones that you feel like should be the ones who love you. That goes with a lot of I think majority of the people in the truth face this issue when particular somebody in your life turns their back on you because of the lifestyle you live. You all of a sudden change. You're not doing the old things no more. You're not being the old man anymore. A majority of people in the truth have to face this situation. So whether it's your family members, people you're married to, your children, somebody, you're going to have to deal with that situation. So yeah, that's a good one of something that can be used against you. And that'll go perfectly with this class. So anybody got any more answers? Keeping the commandments also. That wisdom. There you go. We talked about that last week. Wisdom is keeping the commandments. Keeping the commandments is having wisdom, making the right decisions before you make the wrong decisions, being able to filter the lies and be able to nourish the truth. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like the mind is like a metabolism source of some kind. It's like wisdom is like metabolism. It's like you're either going to be eating a whole bunch of junk food and get nothing out of it, or you eating fruits, vegetables, protein, and getting all the good stuff out of it. So, you know what I mean? Anything else? Repentance, being able to change. That's good. That's a broad answer, and that's something that is completely necessary that you're going to have to do when it comes to being the truth. You cannot come in as you were when you were in the world. You have to change your whole self, or you got to be able to change your whole self. I didn't catch that. What else? You got one? You raise your hand? Nothing. So you don't know what weapons to use to fight demons? Don't worry. We'll give you the answer, because that's exactly what we do right here in this school. We know exactly how to fight a demon. By demon, I'm talking about that voice in your head, the thing that continues to keep on trying to get you to do stuff that you're not supposed to be doing or make bad decisions. I'm not talking about no Conjuring movie type stuff. Anything else? Being thankful, grateful. We got that in the chat. That's good. That's a good way when it comes to cognitive. We'll talk about that next week. Humbling yourself. I mean, being a joyful person. Is that it? That's the only sword y'all got? That's the only shield you got? Think of the benefits of knowing the truth. Okay, that's good too. That would be good to go with next week. I'm completely grateful for all these answers too, because y'all just gave me about a good 2 hours worth of class for next week. That is a good one, because that's something that I also use, because sometimes you can find yourself walking into a path where you're not supposed to be walking into. And then that very thought, like, I'm either going to gain or I'm going to lose the kingdom, is exactly what stops you from doing the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I want to say brotherhood.
Let's get it. Most High in Christ. Get that brother in. Now, only reason I said that is because that's what we're going to talk about today. Because that's one of the most sharpest swords that goes in your armory. Okay. That is one of the most sharpest swords that go in your armory. We're going to talk about brotherhood today. I don't know how long it's been since I've talked about brotherhood in a brotherhood class, because I don't want to be too, you know what I'm saying, cliche, if that means anything. But we're going to talk about brotherhood today. For sure, for sure. So, what was the brother talking about earlier? Let's see. Okay, let's see what the brother's talking about earlier that made me want to say work. Okay, family disapproval would be a good one. Okay, I want to get back to that too. So, what we need to understand is when it comes to brotherhood, brotherhood will be one of your most useful weapons that you use while in this truth. Okay, this is going to be something that, because thinking that sometimes you face things so great that you just need to have that helping hand. You need to have strength in numbers. Okay. And when you have brothers who have been through the same things you've been through, are dealing with things while you're dealing with things, but also keeping their head strong and not being weak. Okay. That motivates you to know that you shouldn't have any reason to weaken yourself as well. Okay. So brotherhood is definitely what we're going to talk about today. Okay. So, should I get on the family one right now? I'll get on the family one in just a second. Let me just get on. Okay. We'll just put it together. Now, the most important thing to know about when it comes to not receiving the brotherhood that you wanted from people who you thought that was supposed to love you. What is an important thing that you should know about that situation? It starts with an F. What is an important thing you should know when it comes to people that are not in the truth, right? Say you come in the truth, it's just you don't have anybody coming with you. You know what I'm saying? And people are in your life are starting to treat you different. People are close to you. People that you thought that were your best friends. People that you thought were your closest siblings or your closest cousins, or you know what I mean, or people that you are married to. You know what I'm saying? What is it that what is an important thing that you need to know when it comes to that situation? What did Christ say on the cross?
Forgiveness.
Forgive them. Excellent. Forgiveness. That's an excellent answer. Regardless of whatever the simple fact is of how someone treats you, because now you got a new spirit, you walk around with a new spirit, you walk around with a new attitude, you walk around with a different lifestyle. Always forgive those who have wronged you, if they are your brothers and your sisters. You ain't got to forgive people outside, but when it comes to family business, forgive those, because at the end of the day, you had to be forgiven. Okay. You had to have some type of patience for you to be able to develop this mindset, for you to be able to develop this lifestyle. Not everybody is going to just walk right in. Not everybody is going to be able to accept the extremeness that comes with this lifestyle. Okay. It gets very extreme. It gets very, very, very loud. You know what I'm saying? But that would allow people to, because they are not too fond of this life, of this type of ways of living, it would cause them to turn away from you. And in other cases, it causes them to hate you. Okay. Whatever they do doesn't matter. You forgive them. Allow the Lord to fight your battles. If they are deserving of judgment because of the things that they've probably done to you, allow the Lord to give them that judgment. You don't take it into yourself to try to find or seek some type of enjoyment within, oh yeah, well, wait till you see what happens to you. Like, don't do that. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. Just they hate you. Okay, fine. Hey, what can I do about that? I got one of the best things that ever came to me in my whole life. You hate me for it. Okay, that's fine. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna give it away because you hate me. You hate me for it. I'm gonna keep what I got. I'm gonna be consistent in what I have, and I'm going to protect it. Don't judge them. I'm not saying it like in a Christian way. Like, don't have a perspective of, oh, now I got some hostility to this person. Let them have their hostility to you. Sometimes they're dealing with a demon. Sometimes they don't like to see that demon that they're dealing with don't like to see other people fighting demons. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to make them to real ugly people. Very, very, very ugly people. When you sit over there and you got to battle your rib, you got to battle your mama, you got to battle your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are going to want to battle you because, like, oh, why all of a sudden you want to act like this? You used to do this and you used to do that. Okay, that's fine, but that's not what I do now. Okay. And if they hate you for it, okay, fine. Then you hate me for it. I still got love for you. That's brotherhood. Okay. That's a level of brotherhood that they'll never get a piece of or understand, because they won't be able to recognize it or be able to enjoy it. But you are showing more love to them than they've ever been shown. You know what I'm saying? Because in the midst of them being hateful to you for absolutely no reason at all, you still showed your love towards them. You know what I mean? So that's very, very, very important. You got to understand, when you're in the world, especially the world that we live in today, a lot of people don't even know what brotherhood is. You know what I mean? A lot of the world is built off of betraying people. It's built off of having a devious character. It's built off of a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? It's built off a lot of janky stuff. Okay, use the old school word, janky. But because that's the ways of the world, a lot of people don't even know what brotherhood is. They don't know what it's like to actually truly have brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? It's always about, oh, what can I get off this person, or what can I get off this person? But when you truly have brotherhood, nobody has an expectation from anybody that is around us in the truth. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You know what I mean? You got love for your brothers. Even if there's a time period where you and your brothers might not see eye to eye, you know what I mean? We got counsel. We got, you know what I mean, a whole bunch of stuff, which is going to be in next week's class. Counsel. Don't worry, I ain't going to ask you. Action is over. We're just going to go straight into it. But we got counsel for that. We got scriptures for that. You know what I mean? Go to that person and go to that person alone. There's ways to be able to resolve an issue when it comes to this brotherhood. When I say brotherhood, I'm not just talking about brotherhood. I'm talking about brotherhood, sisterhood. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about in all aspects of where we're at as a people. You know what I mean? A lot of women that are in the school might have issues with another woman in school. Oh, she might want to get my husband or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's all goes with the cognitive thing, like insecurities, things like that. You know what I mean? But you're not being a sister because you're worried about the wrong things. You sitting over here want to beef over somebody about something that is going to happen to you regardless whether you like it or not. It was happening to you all through your high school days. It happened to you into your adulthood. It keeps on happening. It's gonna keep happening. So you're gonna hate your sister because you know what I mean, she wants the same type of protection and guidance that you got. Does it make any sense? Now, when we also talk about brotherhood, sisterhood, we talking about marriage too. When it comes to marriage, there can be beefs when it comes to marriage. There can be ops in marriage, but you get what I'm saying? You got to understand brotherhood to be able to fight that demon or whatever's trying to come against you in your marriage. Okay. That's extremely, extremely important because not only do you know it's going to happen, but you also see it a lot of times when it comes to whether if it's you in your marriage or brothers in their marriages, anything like that. Okay. But we'll get to all that. Okay. But this is just some of the examples that I'm talking about when it comes to brotherhood, sisterhood, because a lot of people try to dumb it down to like, oh yeah, it's all a friendship. No, it's way deeper than a friendship. This is brotherhood. We all related, we all family, but we're we cousins, but we consider each other brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sisters, because that's as close as you can be to somebody. When you have a brother or sister, you more than likely when you have a, you know what I mean, old-fashioned household, it's you and your brothers and sisters all growing up in the same house. You know what I mean? Sometimes y'all got to share the same rooms. In other situations, y'all got to share the same bed till y'all get old enough. You know what I mean? So you closer with that person than anything. So we're taking people who we were strangers to most of our lives and putting them in a category of something that is closer to us than, you know what I mean, anything. Just because of this truth. Just because we all share the same brotherhood. Okay?
While we're on the topic of forgiveness,
Mm-hmm.
Can you break down a verse or two verses for me? This is Proverbs 20, 25, 21 through 22.
Make that real quick.
Because every time I think about forgiveness, I go to this scripture. And I want to know, is this really saying, forgive?
You said Proverbs.
Don't be hostile towards them. Let them be hostile towards you.
Right. You said Proverbs 25?
Proverbs 25, verse 21 and 22.
21 to 22. Okay, I'm there with you.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 21. If thine enemy be hungry, give him bread to eat. And if he be thirsty, give him water to drink. Verse 22. For thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head, and the Lord shall reward thee. The coals of fire part, that's what I'm trying to understand. What does that mean?
You said it should coals of fire up on his head?
Right. For thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head. Is that saying you make him feel sorry for the things that he did because you not showing hostility towards them, but they still showing it towards you and you're forgiving them and just like.
I would say that, but I'm not going to say that because I want to, let me hit Caracas up tonight.
God.
And I can have that for you next week. Because I don't want to, you know what I mean? From the aspect of everything, it sounds as if that's what it's speaking about, but I don't want to be completely sure, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When it comes to like being precise when it comes to the coals on his head. So I can definitely answer that. What was the second one?
That was it.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, verse 21 and 22. I understand verse 21, but 22 always throw me for a loop. Like, what does that mean? For thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head.
So think about it like this. We're talking about jealousy earlier. Young man said jealousy, right? What happened with David? David and Saul wanted to kill David because he was jealous. He knew he was the Lord's favorite.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be king. I'm supposed to be the Lord's favorite. Why is this man being looked at as somebody who is better than me and it's supposed to be me? You know what I mean?
Right.
I got the highest ranking. I'm king. The Lord supposed to love me more than everybody. But why does he love David so much? that bring jealousy. Jealousy brought actions. Those actions brought him into a position where he lost the truth, and then he lost his life.
Right.
Not only did he lose his life, he lost his generations. You know what I'm saying? Because his sons were killed. His sons were unalived as well. Okay, so think about it like that. But what did David do, though?
David, he continued to love him, right?
Right. David continued to love him. David continued to, right, exactly. What was that? The young man, forgiveness. David gave forgiveness. David had a chance to be able to unalive Saul, which he was being hunted. He was literally, you know what I mean, running for his life, like almost dying just to get away from Saul. And he had an opportunity to be able to end all that. And did he do it? No, because he was not going to unalive God's anointed king. Well, the king that God anointed. You know what I'm saying? The king that God. But I was gonna say chose, but not chose, because the people chose Saul. God chose David. But yeah, so David was being true to his he was being true to his oath when it comes to who he serves. You know what I'm saying? He serves the Lord, but he also serves the king as well. You know what I'm saying? So he had a chance. So what he do? He just cut a piece of his garment off, went outside, because he caught Saul lacking in the cave, taking a leak, took a piece of his garment off, went outside, let him know, like, hey, I could have did that to you. You know what I'm saying? I could have did that to you. And it would have been swift and easy. Like you caught completely lacking. It would have like I could have just did that to you. And yet I gave you mercy. I gave you something that you didn't give me. You know what I'm saying? And Saul understood it, and he seen it, and he's just like, you know what I mean? Like he understood he messed up. Okay. That's the type of forgiveness we talking about here. You know what I'm saying? When people are trying to humiliate you, abuse you when it comes to you being in the truth,
right,
they really want to kill you. They don't want you alive. They want you gone, because something in you is bringing something evil out of them. They don't want that, even though there's always been something evil in them. And then they just, something in you is bringing something out of them to make them notice the wickedness within themselves. So they don't hate you, they hate themselves. And they want you dead because they want to not be able to see the wickedness that's within themselves. You sitting over here thinking that, oh yeah, it's easy to follow the law. Well, I was taught my whole life that we didn't have to follow the law. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to have to start feeling like I need to follow the law. Hey, shalom, how about Shem us? Like it. How about Shem Shabrak Thumb to the brethren, the Adawan in the chat. But yeah, maybe I don't feel like following the law. Maybe I like being able to just smoke weed all day. Maybe I like just being able to celebrate my birthday and celebrate these holidays. Why you got to make me feel bad and judge me because I'm doing things that I like to do? You know what I'm saying? So that's the demon that they're dealing with. This is why you should forgive them, because at the end of the day, it's not your fault that they're weak. It's not your fault that they chose a weak path and that they can't be able to get some self-discipline. You know what I'm saying? They know Christianity is wrong. And we all knew it when we were in Christianity. We all knew Christianity was wrong. We all knew there was something wrong with Christianity. We all knew that snakes didn't talk. We all knew that, okay, I'm just about to go and go smoke some weed as soon as church is over. All I'm trying to do is just make sure I get me a nice club spot, a section in heaven when I check out. You know what I'm saying? Where the bottles is at and where I can just be in my own little zone. You know what I'm saying? We all knew it was BS. Nobody wanted to follow Christianity. We just did it because we didn't want to burn forever.
Right.
That's it. So, yeah. So this is why forgiveness. I mean, they hung Christ. Right. They literally went through with it. They killed him. They actually went through with it, like to the last breath. You know what I mean? 9 hours being hung up there. Like, they went through with it. Nobody within them 9 hours sat there and was all like, oh man, you think this is kind of extreme? You think we did the wrong thing? You know what I'm saying? Like 9 hours. Nobody sat there and said, oh man, like, hey, this is probably a little bit too much. Like, come on now, look at him. Like, he didn't do nothing. Nobody said nothing. It's allowed it to happen because at the end of the day, your death means they can serve their purpose, which is just being at ease. Okay. So they really want to kill you. They just don't, they want you dead because it proved to them that their lifestyle is right. So, hey, Shalom, y'all about shit. Let's get back to it. So let's get to these precepts, these brotherhood precepts, and we still got a little bit of time. We coasting. So, we're gonna start with Galatians 5:13 through 14.
The book of Galatians, chapter 5. It's like you said, 14.
13 to 14.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 5, verse 13. For, brethren, ye have been called unto liberty. Only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another.
Mm-hmm.
For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Do you understand that? I'm gonna break that down to you. Christ said there's two laws that are the most important laws. Love God, love your brother like you love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Why is that important? Because if I love my brother more than I love myself, I'm going to tell him not to eat pork because more than likely you're going to get diabetes, worms in your brain, things of that nature. You shouldn't eat pork. You shouldn't eat shrimp, crab, lobster, oysters, all that stuff like that. You're going to get high blood pressure. You're going to get worms. You're going to end up eventually croaking. You know what I mean? There's nothing healthy that comes out of that situation. Okay. I'm going to tell you not to go over there and sleep with that woman because she has a man. You know what I'm saying? If I love you like I love myself, I'm not going to allow you to put yourself in that predicament because you are putting yourself in harm's way as far as catching something or catching a bullet. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing positive that's coming out of that outcome. Something horrible is going to come out of that outcome. You think it's just going to be just a night of pleasure, and that's not really the outcome of that situation. Okay, sleeping with a whore, there's never anything positive coming out of that situation. Okay, and if she's sleeping with another man and she has a man, then she is most definitely within the whore category. In the harlot category, you know what I mean? She's no different than a streetwalker on G Street. Okay. What else? If I love my brother like I love myself, I'm not gonna unalive that brother only because he stepped on my shoe. He accidentally bumped me while we was walking past each other. You know what I mean? He said something that I didn't like. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't want that to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? This is why I say this is one of the greatest weapons that you can have, because fulfilling the law is having brotherhood. The law is brotherhood. When you look at the law and you look at all the things that come with the law, it's all pertaining to continuous righteous behavior that keeps you and your brothers together without any quarrels. You know what I mean? There's some laws where if you accidentally unalive a brother's ox, you know what I'm saying, by not keeping your territory clear of holes and ditches and stuff like that, you got to reimburse them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because why? What happens? You sit over here, somebody passing by your land, you got nothing but ditches and holes and everything around the place. Ox break his leg, he fall down, die, break his neck, something like that. This probably all this dude had. You know what I mean? He like, man, like, bro, you couldn't just, you know what I mean? Like, make sure that at least keep a sign up or something saying like watch your step or something like that. Like, and then what happens if he just like he come to you like, that's your fault. You went through my land. Nobody asked you to go through here. What's gonna happen?
They gonna get into it.
That point leads to this point. That point leads to this point. They get a little bit closer. They get a little bit closer, face to face, arguing back and forth, fisticuffs. And then you know how niggas do. Right. Somebody probably gonna end up dying in that situation. Right. That's just how it is. So these laws are created to sustain brotherhood amongst each other. Okay. Don't what's another one? If you're gonna sit over here and take a woman to wife and you go out of pocket about it, pay your dowry to the father. Don't sit over here and just sit over here and sleep with his daughter and make her yours, and then you ain't got nothing to show for it. You know what I'm saying? Because then he gonna want to do something to you. That's his protection. That's his. He's supposed to be protecting her until she finds a man. So you sitting over here and you know what I mean, game her out of her draws, and now you took away his responsibility as her protector. You gotta pay that. You gotta pay that dowry. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay that fee. It's suggestible that you do it the right way. You know what I mean? Court definitely get to know the woman and definitely go through her father first. You know what I'm saying? To be able to so that you're doing everything right. But in those type of situations, the Lord understands those type of situations happen. Men, women get together. Okay. Sometimes they get together in a way where they do it a little bit quick, but there's rules and regulations to it, and it's all set in the law. You know what I'm saying? It's just things like that. Like we can go on and on all day about the law. You know what I mean? Oh, good one. The unclean, women being on their cycle. Get her ass out the house. In the kingdom, no, in the kingdom. But you know what I'm saying? Those type of arguments don't need to be happening in the house. You know what I'm saying? Let her get herself together, let her cleanse herself. You know what I'm saying? When she come back, she's gonna come back clean and strong. Boom, the marriage stays strong. You know what I'm saying? Get her up out the house, though. Nah, not to the doghouse, brother. Nah, you doing too much. That's not brotherly. Not to the doghouse. Delete that. We just send them off to the. You know what I'm saying? They so like it's. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of arguments happen during that time period. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean, you don't want to be unclean, so it's just best that y'all separate for them couple of days, and she go in her little hotel. You know what I'm saying? Get a nice little spa vacation, get her feet rubbed and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Get a facial, all that, and go through her situation, and you continue your lifestyle as a priest. You know what I'm saying? But so. Yeah, it's certain laws that keep the brotherhood and I'm saying going. And when I say brotherhood, I mean sister to sister, brother to sister. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say brotherhood as a broad statement, but it's real. I'm really speaking about that. Okay. So, marriage, bruh. A lot of people don't understand what it's like to be in long-term marriages. It's a lot of fixing. It's a lot of working. It's a lot of, you know what I mean, getting things right. There's laws that come with that. You know what I mean? The law with sometimes when you feel like you're in a position where you just can't make it work, there's a law that says, hey, you can separate, but just don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't choose, don't nobody's doing away with nobody. Just, you know what I'm saying? Separate for that little time period, understand and appreciate the value of the other person while you're gone. You know what I mean? And that bring you back together. That way you don't have to go through those unnecessary situations that y'all be arguing about. So it's all brotherly. You know what I'm saying? The law of the Lord is brotherly. So when you are being brotherly, you're fulfilling the law. That's what you're completing the law. You know what I'm saying? That's why we say that brotherhood is one of the most important weapons. Now let's get into that. Hold on, we got a couple more precepts though. Go to Romans 13:8. That boy Chicago do it. He said, brother, that is not brotherly. That is not brotherly at all. Yeah, nice and loud.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 8. Owe no man anything, but to love one another. For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law.
Boom. So you're fulfilling the law by loving one another. This hate that we have towards each other, this jealousy, this hostility that we have towards one another, you're breaking the law by having that. If you got hate towards your brother or your sister, you are breaking the law. You're a sinner. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, even in the realm of people having hate for you, just allow them to break their own law. You know what I'm saying? That's them breaking their law. You don't break that law. Yeah, I know you joking, Chicago. I'm messing with you. But yeah, you don't break that law. You remain humble to your people, and that's exactly what our people need too, because we have been so attacked here in this place. We don't understand brotherhood. We don't even get it. It doesn't even make sense to us. It's always somebody trying to come up on us. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I'm just gonna keep my distance from everybody that look like me, because those are the people who are trying to attack me. That is psychologically done. That's psychological warfare. That is something that our oppressor put on us to keep us separate. His greatest weapon, which I didn't hear anybody say, that an enemy can use against you, is division. Division is one of his greatest weapons. Division is what he'll use on a day-to-day basis in his system, in his laws, everything, to keep blacks and Hispanics hating each other, to keep a black man and a black woman hating each other. That's exactly what he has to do, because once you start to come together and once you start to work together, you create wonders. It's when blacks and Hispanics get together and we start to make things happen, we create things that are wonders to this earth. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be a scent of a cologne, a perfume, a dish, you know what I mean? Anything, like whatever we get together and we actually put ourselves together to make for us, it always ends up perfect. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's his greatest, one of his greatest tools he uses in his arsenal is division. Okay. So what do we have to use to be able to fight that division is brotherhood. We have to be together. We have to love one another. Because if we don't love one another, and if we have someone that we hate that is of us, then we're sinning, and we're sinning against God. We don't want to be sinners. We want to be the ones who the Lord chooses, like, okay, through all the hardships, through all the things that this person had to go through, he still has love for his fellow brother and his fellow sister. Captain Zaryak, for one. Captain Zaryak talks about it all the time, that his father beat him. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until he forgave his father is when he started to be able to explore the different avenues of the things that affected him coming up. You know what I mean? He was able to realize, okay, I was doing this because of that hate that I had of what was going on to me. You know what I'm saying? So because he healed from that, he was able to heal things that were around him and people that were around him. You know what I'm saying? Right. And we don't notice that we are all trauma-based and we're doing certain things because of the hate that was given to us. So what we do is we take the hate that is given to us, because we know this country hates us. We know that the system is built against us. So what do? We look at that hate and we start to hate ourselves. Then we start to hate people who look like us. So we take that hate out to the streets. We take that hate out in a violent manner. We take it out regardless. You get what I'm saying? But it all has a reflection off of some things that you just haven't healed from. If you can just sit there and just be like, you know what? I know this person probably looks at us like individuals and they have a disdain for me. They don't like me. They hate me. I still forgive them and I love them. Like the brother did a post with the officer lady who was just talking about how she loves to say the N-word. And she's an officer. She's just like, she hates black people so much that she just loves to say the N-word out in public, and she can't wait to arrest a black person, stuff like that. And what did he say? I forgive her. Right. I forgive her because she's one of us, and blacks, Hispanics are all one people, and we need to forgive each other because nobody else is going to forgive us. You know what I'm saying? We can't just be sitting over here being like, okay, well, she said this and she feels this way, so I'm just going to hate. I can hate her. I'm just not going to hate every black and Hispanic. No, it don't work like that. You need to love your brothers and sisters, regardless if they're mentally unwell, brought up in a certain manner where they feel you are lesser than them, anything. Because what did Christ say? Forgive them for they know not what they do. Now, in their mind, they're just fulfilling a hatred that was installed into them, which was installed into the person who gave it to them, which was installed to that person. And it all leads right back to the hatred that our oppressor feels for us. Right. It all goes back to that. Once you understand it, though, but you got to be able to heal from the things that you've been through to be able to give that love back, even when the person sits there and kind of degrades you publicly. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly what she did. She was degrading black people as if we were like, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, what she doesn't understand is that she black too. Is that she has the same blood running through her veins as the people that she despises the most. And that hate was instilled into her because of systematic oppression. Okay. All right. So brotherhood is fulfilling the law. Loving your brothers, loving your sister is fulfilling the law. Okay. So let's go to Ecclesiastes 4 and 9.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 9. Two are better than one.
Say that again.
Two are better than one.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have a good reward for their labor. Verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth.
Mm-hmm.
For he hath not another to help him up. Verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? Verse 11, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. And a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
Okay, so let me break that down to you. Two is better than one. We all know this. You know what I'm saying? We all know that the strength that comes within numbers. We all know that when you want to get something done and you want to get it done in a timely manner, in a proper manner, it's always best to have more hands on deck. Okay. And it says, woe to him who falls alone. You know what I'm saying? If a man falls and he falls short, which is very deep, because there's going to be situations where you feel like you're going to fall short in this truth because you battling stuff that you think that you're the only one battling. Then you find out, oh, well, this brother, he went through that same thing. Let me talk to him. And you talk to him and he telling you, oh yeah, well, I went through this and I went through that. It's starting to sound familiar. You understanding what he's talking about. And just like, man, I'm going through that right now. Like, and he's like, yeah, this is how I got through it. I had to do this. I did this. And I did this. And he giving you the game. He giving you the sauce on everything that you need to know on how you get through situations. And you like, dang, I didn't even try that. I didn't even think of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you failed, but you didn't fall because you had brotherhood to keep you up. Okay. Now, to these individualites, these people who feel like they don't need brotherhood, they just need the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sit back and you can watch classes and study and get all these precepts and things of that nature and all these lessons, but you don't want to be able to put your brick in when it comes to this school. You know what I'm saying? When you fall, how are we supposed to know you failed? How we supposed to help you out? You just falling on your own, and you gonna fall. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you don't have the brotherhood, you don't have the Lord on your side. The Lord's not with you, so you're open to be attacked. You're open for delusions and things of that nature. So to sit there and be like, oh yeah, well, you camps this and you camps that, you only know, everybody knows that it's only just one school. Everybody knows that. Now, the camps saying camps this and camps that, you're just trying to add in people who broke off and did their own thing, which were completely unsuccessful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen recently, one of our enemies, they're allowing East Indians, Arabs or East Indians in their camp. Brother, they already allowed Hamites in there. They already allowed Hamites. I bet you them schools, dang, boy, I tell you, the musk that come off them shirts, boy, them things go from purple to brown in like 2 weeks. I bet you they got to redo them shirts every week. But yeah, they letting East Indians, bruh, I'm telling you, this is how it goes though. What about the green shirt guys? They were, you know what I'm saying? They said everybody can get in. God loves everybody. Or does he? Like, it's like, oh, we didn't say he does, but we saying what if? Like, you saying he do? Like, if you have to ask what if, then you obviously are not in the truth. The truth is whether if it's either right or wrong, point blank period. That's it. Right or wrong. That's it. There is no in between. There is no, you know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. It's no in between. It's no medium. It's what is it's hot or cold. That's it. You can't be in between on a maybe. What if this happens? Like, no, there is no what ifs. You ain't gonna sit over there and ask me no question. I say, yeah, but what if East Indians was about to come in and stink my school up? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Where we at? Let me make this quick then, because we getting closer and closer to 9 o'clock. So yeah, woe to the man that falls alone. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? That's just a parable that speaks for itself pretty much. And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken. So we know it. We know that there's strength in numbers. Okay, there's strength in numbers. There's strength in brotherhood. You can't have numbers if you don't have brotherhood. You can't have brotherhood if you're jumping from this camp to this camp to this camp to this camp. That's not brotherhood. That's being a snake. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Yeah, the water, my brother. Appreciate that. That's brother in the class right now. Staying on top of things in the chat. Come on, chat. Don't let me down. All right, so where we at? Let's go to let's go to 1 Peter's 1:22. I'm gonna give y'all two more.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verse 22. Seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren. See that ye love one another with a pure heart fervently. Verse 23. Being born again, not of corruptible, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible, by the word of God, which liveth and abideth forever.
Okay, so let's see. That's 22. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren. See that ye love one another with a pure heart and with a pure heart fervently. So, you know what I mean? This is just a reminder. Don't lose your brotherhood. Don't lose love for your brother. Don't allow situations to break you and your brothers apart. You know what I mean? Get counsel. Make sure that you're not at odds with your brothers. You know what I'm saying? And if you got to forgive a brother because he probably done said the wrong thing or he said something out of line, then go ahead and forgive that brother. You know what I'm saying? But just don't create more unnecessary drama that doesn't even need to be there in the first place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Work things out with your brothers. When I say brothers, I mean brothers are brothers, brothers are sisters, sisters are sisters. That's what I mean. Okay? Now let's go to John 15:13.
The book of John, chapter 15, verse 13. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Verse 14. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
Boom. We lay down our lives for our brothers every day. When you rocking the shield, when you going to camp for sure, you get what I'm saying? Like, be willing to lay down your life for your brothers. You're not just sacrificing yourself in a spiritual manner. You're sacrificing yourself in any manner that it do takes, regardless of however the circumstances are. You put your whole life on the line, and you're willing to be able to fight for your brothers and be that example of what true brotherhood is. And what is being a true brother? Living and dying for you for the brotherhood. Because if you're not willing to live and die for it, then you're no greater than a fake Israelite that goes from camp to camp to camp to camp. He keeps on switching camps because he doesn't have any loyalty to his brothers. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to die for your brothers. That's how you know that you're not you're growing on solid ground. You know what I'm saying? You're not growing in a rocky ground. You're growing on solid ground. So you got to be willing to die for your brothers. That's got to be part of your sacrifice. Is giving your whole life up. Whether that be in materials, whether that be your actual life, whether that be whatever. You know what I'm saying? You give your whole life up. So because some people, their lives is smoking dope. You know what I mean? Some people, their lives is smoking weed. Some people, their lives are just going to go out and mess with whores. But you got to give your whole life up. You got to give all that stuff up to be able to serve your brothers in the right way. Because if your brother sees you out here smoking dope and he thinks that you're a figure or you're a prophet to the Lord, what do you think that's going to make him do? You know what I mean? And it's going to make him, oh, yeah, well, I mean, shoot, this is a man of the Lord right here. He smoked dope. Why can't I? You know what I'm saying? So you have to sacrifice your whole life to reassure that people get the example of what true brotherhood is. Okay. Let's get down to the last little 5 minutes. So let's talk about marriage. Marriage is also within the brotherhood realm because everybody has their roles that they have to play. You know what I'm saying? And if a woman's not playing her role in that marriage, then she's not part of that brotherhood. And when you're not being brotherly, what are you doing? Thank you. You're sinning. You know what I'm saying? You sitting over here, and women like to lash. Women like to publicly let everybody know that they feel in a certain type of way. You just seen it with Megan Thee Stallion. Right. They got to get online. They got to go tell their friends. They got to go tell their mama. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to know that they feel a way. You can't just go through something in silence. Everybody got to know that you feeling a way about your husband. Like, be brotherly, sisters, and do what you should be best at, which is remaining silent. You get what I'm saying? Remaining silent and being the best representation of your husband. Because why does everyone need to know that you feel something? Mind you, nobody online cares. Absolutely nobody. You're just entertaining people. Really. Nobody's sitting over there like, oh my gosh. Oh, my day's so ruined. What happened? Freaking Shirley, she just posted online that her husband's getting into it with her. How am I supposed to get through my day? Like, you know what I'm saying? No one cares. Absolutely nobody cares. You feel like you're doing something to him by publicly trying to humiliate him, but you're not doing anything but just making y'all look weak. You know what I'm saying? He looks weak because he should have kept you in check and kept you offline. And you look weak because you felt like people really wanted to hear what you had to say. And nobody cares. Like, why are you online expressing your feelings? You get what I'm saying? It's a very worldly characteristic. And it's not, because you get what I'm saying? When people know your business, it's hard to fix it. Because now it's like, oh, we can't go over there no more because you done sat over there and told the world and gossiped about me and said I did this and I did that. I don't even want to go over there no more. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to fix a situation. Why do you feel like it's necessary to go public and to tell everybody that you feel something? Like, you know what I'm saying? But all the good things your husband does for you, you don't go online and do it. You know what I'm saying? It's only when you feel something bad, that's when it needs to go public. When he do something bad, that's when you need to actually See, y'all need to, you know what I'm saying? That's when you get the memes. You know the the bitter girl memes they be saving in their phone for later. I wish he would do this again. I'm about to post this. Watch. You know what I'm saying? Always appreciate what you got, because when you lose it, it be, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like, come on now. Have some respect for your marriage. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got respect for yourself, at least have some respect for your marriage. Don't sit over here and put y'all whole business on Jump Street because you feel like the world understands you. Didn't nobody understand Megan? They all in the comments, oh, we feel for you. Oh, just like you shouldn't go public with your relationships anymore. Don't nobody care. They single too. If Clay went up and talked to any of them that's in them comments, they going. They going. Megan's law means nothing else anymore. You get what I'm saying? They going. Clay bring his little light-skinned self and say, hey, you want $1 million? Come on. You know what I'm saying? You want 700,000 a month? Come on. They going. No longer does Megan's problems mean anything to him. So why go online and express your feelings? Nobody cares. Absolutely nobody cares. That's one thing. So when we talk about brotherhood, we talk about all this stuff like that. We're also speaking about the relationship between a man and a woman. You get what I'm saying? Or a sister and a sister, because that goes a lot too. Sisters find absolutely no reason to beef with each other. The smallest effort to beef with each other. Like, oh yeah, well, I think she doesn't like me. Right. Like, you really are beefing with somebody because you had an intuition that this person has out for you. Like, you didn't even come say hi, you didn't talk to them, you didn't get a conversation with them. Maybe they were just feeling a certain way that day. Like, you literally created a whole scenario of beef because of intuition that you felt that they don't like you because of a thought that came in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have saved his sister's life. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like you think that she got a problem with you, and she just probably dealing with something. She probably got something on her brain, and she got something on her mind. But you so used to females being cutthroat that you just created this scenario about her, and you could have saved her life that day. You could have, oh yeah, well she open up to you, she tell you what she going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go up to her and say, hey, how you doing, sis? What's going on? Like, how you need anything? You want to drink? You want something like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? And she feel comfortable enough to be able to speak to you. And then she open up and she tell you about the things that she's going through. And then boom, there goes that connection right there. But women will find the smallest thing to, you know what I'm saying, to beef with another woman. But like I said, everybody doesn't need to know your business. Everybody don't need to know how you're feeling because nobody cares. And yeah, you need to respect your marriage and honor your marriage. So let me get the precept for that, because we're going to have to keep on talking and we're going to go over. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 36 and 24. Hey, Shalami, how about your man? So like, yeah, no sweat. If you come in late, it's all good. That rewatch always does good for the classes too. And always remember that, y'all. Do them rewatches. If you ain't get them precepts, do a rewatch, get them precepts. You know what I'm saying? Them rewatches go good for the classes. I ain't gonna hold you. That keep that class generating.
So you said 36 and 24?
Yeah. 36. Let me make sure. 36 and 24.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36, verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest.
Yeah, so A man is never going to go online and disrespect himself. So why are you online disrespecting him? If he's gaining something that's like to himself, a possession that's like to himself, he's not going to think about, oh yeah, I feel a certain type of way. Let me talk mess about myself online. So why are you doing it? You know why? Because you're sinning. You breaking the brotherhood code. You're a sinner. And what do we know about sinners? How does God feel about sinners? Thank you. He hates sinners. So you sitting over there disrespecting your marriage, you're putting yourself in position to be hated by the Lord, and you don't even know it, only because you feel a certain type of way right now. And you think, and it's funny because they think in their mind, right? If you don't do it, another man gonna do it. The Lord gonna give me somebody else way better than this. All the while he hates you. You know what I'm saying? All the while he hates you, you think you're gonna get something better. No, the Lord is gonna give you somebody that's gonna make you regret every decision you made. Because you sat there and you thought, ugh, what he did to me was the worst thing ever. I'm gonna go find something else. The grass is greener on the other side. Okay, you're gonna find out it's nothing but thorns on that other side of that gate. You done jumped into a bushel of thorns. And you're going to be getting hurt just like all them other single women out here trying to figure it out. I'm telling you. But don't break the brotherhood code by disrespecting your husband, by trying to finding reasons to leave your husband, because that's not what you chose. You chose to be a wife forever. You sat back and laid on your back and you decided to be with that man. You decided to be with him forever. You know what I'm saying? So anything else with this whole mentality of women thinking that, oh yeah, well, I'm just gonna go find me another man and the Lord gonna give me something better. No, he's definitely not. He's gonna give you exactly what you deserve. So keep yourself mindful with that. Before you decide to go out and, you know what I mean, you feel like you're being disrespected or whatever, you know what I mean? Natazab was saying, you know what I mean, when he was in counsel, it was like, you know what I mean, you got to get rid of the word disrespect in your relationships, you know what I'm saying, in your marriages. You got to get rid of that word disrespect. It's either being treated fair or unfair, you know what I'm saying? So if you feel like you're being treated unfair, then maybe you should just go to your husband and get things in order, or console to him. Let me not say get things in order, because that's give you too much authority that you don't got. You ain't got that authority to get in order. This is the man's authority to get it in order. You know what I'm saying? So get it right, because you don't want to break that bond of brotherhood, sisterhood, because at the end of the day, we all just follow the law. You know what I'm saying? And your marriage is part of that law. You know what I'm saying? So with that, brotherhood is a weapon. I should play it, but that's an over dramatic. We're gonna see y'all next week, y'all. The water for y'all in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always show up. We appreciate it. Always engaging. We appreciate it. I'm right here. I'll be watching. I think I watch the chat more than I just look into the camera. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like I'll just be watching the chat, wait for y'all to say something. Like I don't like looking at, just staring at the camera. It makes me feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking to the camera. But yeah, when I see y'all in the chat, I know I'm talking to y'all. So the water for y'all in the chat. Continue to keep on engaging, like, share, rewatch. Like after you rewatch, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep this truth going. Let's keep these classes going strong, you know what I'm saying? The water for y'all tuning in. The water for y'all tuning in this late too. Shalom, Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh, Shabbat, thumb to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh, Shemal, the thumb, Shem, shout to the sisters. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night.